What's up?
Oxy?
For what purpose? May I ask?
I'm about to play the Bengals in prime
You
time.
think they're gonna pay for it? These niggas will fight and kill us.
At least they should. You. I get the Glock and you get the Oxy. You know I'm toxic. You know I'm boxing.
And what's to keep you from robbing me of the oxygen? Friendship, because friendship matters. Nah, bro, friendship don't matter. Friendship
If it
don't
makes you
matter.
feel better, Nick, we're pretty far from each other.
You said that last time. I don't trust you.
No, we're further than we were last time.
I don't trust you.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other.
Hey man, in desperate times come desperate measures.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Wait, will we have our own oxygen in this situation?
In the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Yeah, but that was a source that he could pull from, like, forever. We can't pull from oxygen tanks forever, nigga. Like, we're gonna produce this.
Oh shit.
Yes. It's difficult. It's difficult, but you can. Oh, they will.
It's Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Why'd I just throw it straight to him? Pick 6 first, second play.
No. I've seen the ghost lady though. I didn't.
For them to start.
And now the offense, they've got.
In the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, draw.
Shot on offense following that pick 6.
They run like zombies and attack you like the way you see zombies. They're not zombies. They're not zombies, but they will attack you. They run after you like crazy.
As he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that's fucking gross. I thought they were cannibals because that nigga was fat as hell.
Check 31. Check. We're going to 53. Hey, kill. Hustle. Go. Get out there.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that,
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Patterson. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Off play action, Patterson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it, come on, switch it. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Watch the pass. We're going to 53. 56. Mike, 56. 56. Gun. Watch twist. We're going to 53. 24. Watch 24. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Hey, Steve 6. Mike's 54. Switch up. Look, squeeze.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On second down, Prescott again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Mixon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 12, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Third and long for Prescott. This to Jarwin. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Patterson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Patterson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Done. 46.
Now Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 56. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
That's all right.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
56 at the mark. Set the target defense. Set. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Here we go, go to 54, line in. Yo. Here we go, go to 53.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack to see how they attack him here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Taken down back at their 18-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Cut.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
There.
On first and 10, Patterson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Hey, Delta. 5.
2nd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
50. Mike 50. Watch this. Let's go, Mike 50. Go to 54. Go to 54. Strip that ball.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Got it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't...
And that's caught inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24.
From the gun, Patterson. He completes it to Boyd. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Get the ball. Whip. Guard. Now.
2nd and 3. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop. And
for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Alex Erickson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 31, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 44, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Man up, deep. We're going to 54. Right here.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
6-6. Pull it high.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on around.
From the gun on 3rd down. Patterson, open man is Uzama. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Lucky. Check 3. Hey, kill. Watch out. We're going to 54.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming. Alert flare. Check 31. Check 26.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Double up. Gun.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hey, check 24. We're going to 53. Crunch. Under. 26.
Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 31 yards there and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Sample, his second touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So much for a little 5-yard pass play to your tight end. They made him a deep ball threat there, and it worked out.
Times have changed, haven't they? Those used to be plays that we would clip and save because you didn't see it very often. Big tight end, deep downfield catching a pass. Now it's almost standard. That's a big part of everyone's offense. Get it to those guys because they're not just tight ends anymore. They're athletes.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, here we go, 54, go to 54. Here we go, 46. Swerve, hey. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 70 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
On second and goal, Prescott, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Check 15, check 15. Check. We go 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
47.
Prescott now. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down now, Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They'll look to throw.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
That's caught once again by Gallup. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by B.W. Webb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So this